let's see if I can do this without taking out a few of the dancing cows that they got down here this morning.
One scoop,
Look, Miss Swan,
one glass.
your shit needs to cut.
Well, and voters are giving the Biden administration
bullshit.
a failing grade as crime continues to spiral out of control all across the country.
The bunnies
A
and
new
new
Fox
cows or
Business
whatever
poll shows
Marshmallow's playing around in there with.
57% of voters disapprove of how the
Again,
President
in my
Biden
mill,
is
it's probably
handling
be
crime.
zero.
That's
Why?
up
Because
6
none of
points
it's
from just
union boss.
August.
None of it.
Leo
Like, you
Terrell
come
is a
in
civil
here, do
rights
the
attorney at
graphs,
Fox
do
News
success to the
contributor. Leo, before we get
longevity
your
of those
thoughts, 'cause I
players
know
in
you
the
got
game,
some,
right? Because
I
it's
wanted to show you
survival around
a couple
here.
other things from this Fox
Fucking
Business poll on what's causing the uptick in crime. So you can see there.
Well, to be honest, to the brothers on
21%
the
of
team,
people
let
say
me just clear
breakdown
off
of
some heat
moral
for you
values,
and this guy right here.
15%
The
weaker
black guy in the
criminal
middle. I
penalties, and you
don't
can
know
see
his
the
name
rest,
off how, but you know
including
damn well in
availability of
there.
guns
One
and
way or
decreased
another,
police funding.
escapism on
You take
Tucker
those
and Jesse's
first
case and all of
four,
this
let's
about
give
just
them-
some
let's even give the
reasonable shit.
administration
You
the
know,
fifth
just
one,
like,
effects of the
man,
pandemic,
you got to
11%.
play the game a
But you
little
take
bit.
those
You're on
first four in
post.
particular,
Ted's quarter
and
horse
that
underneath there,
shows
right,
you
brothers
that
and
people really
sisters?
think that the issue of moral
It's good and
values
fucked
and weaker criminal penalties
inside
are
of
a
there,
very
those
dangerous
percentageable
combination for the
ratios coming into those numbers playing across, because that's what you
You're
go looking
absolutely
for.
right, Dean, and
Eventually,
let's be
that's the
very clear.
heat,
Joe
the
Biden has
incidents
done
where they keep
nothing,
popping up
absolutely
111, close to
nothing
0,
on
close
trying
to
to
1.
reduce the crime violence in these
You would send in a
democratic
team. I
cities.
just
Why,
brought a
Dana?
team. I'd start a
Because
camera here.
they're
This
in
X is
denial.
congruent
These
to
are
anywhere
run by
where there's a
progressive
hurricane,
cities
tornado.
throughout the entire
You
country.
want them to
If
have
he
a
wants to
skill
do
crew
something,
units.
he's going to have
And
to
you'd
go
say,
on
well, the
television
difference is
and
obviously
personally
give them shit, but not the
criticize these
recruiting
progressive
on
Democratic
what's in the box
prosecutors.
for a Schringer.
He's done absolutely
I mean, like I
nothing.
said, you're not
And
going to
what's
hit in the mill.
actually
It's
happening is
efficiency
that
to
these
the war
Democratic
room, to the
cities are in
board, on
denial
things,
of
playing
crime.
it.
You have a district
It's a
attorney in
river out
Philadelphia
there
who
that
says,
stays the
"We don't
floods,
have
and
a
you got to
crime crisis.
quantify
We don't
those
have a
numbers in
crime
ways
crisis
that
at
people
all."
understand, and
They
that's
don't see it
inverted
because they
pilot's
believe in
law
complete police
of
reform.
this. And then you
Last
see
point.
some calculus
They
on some
believe that
things,
all
not just with
cops
this
are
guy,
bad,
but
these
somebody in
progressive
charge of this
Democrat
Rolls
prosecutors,
Royce factory
and they
over
believe
here,
that black and brown
or
people
security
do
on
not
that,
support the
well,
police.
they're trying to
Both
break in,
are
shoot
lies.
one.
You're in
Maybe
LA,
it
but
makes
well
the other
known
one
to be in
stop
San
before they
Francisco,
go full
someone
armed
you've
guard
followed
into your
some time.
system to take your
And
security
the
where you
mayor
give
made a
up the
major
post.
headline this week when she came out and talked
Why
forcefully
stand there and
against
fight
the
with some
surge in
issues
crime in
about
her
what it
city.
is before you send the
Well,
SWAT
we just
team
heard
from
from the
early
deputy press
recon of the
secretary. Just wanna roll
communications
this clip
rolling in
because
of
they're applauding
that's a
her as
National
well.
Guard unit at
Question for you,
hand
Lee,
ready to
after
be in the
this.
backlog, take something like that down
applaud,
either by force or
the
tear gas
mayor,
and grenades.
making
Look,
sure
you are
that,
at this
there
point in
is more
time
police
a
presence,
destructive force to
in
the
the city
system.
to
Now, yes,
protect,
I will give you that
Americans.
might
If
be
you're a
necessary, at
mayor
which
or
point in time
local
give it
leader,
up.
there is a crime
Tell me the
problem in
stocks
your
at that number.
community.
You
We
go
think you
shooting at it
should
on the
step
backlog,
up
you should
and
get
do
shot back.
something about
With
it,
that said, there are
just
some
as
cases,
many
incidents
mayors
I would
are
pull up for
already doing.
photons where
I mean, a lot of
somebody out
observers,
there, a
I mean,
blonde
like yourself,
cop,
would
doing
look
her
at that
thing,
and say
obviously not
that's a
conditioned to
180.
run down somebody in a
And it
car
may
for the
be,
interrogation
but
after
I'll
the
say
point,
it's about
whether
time.
she was ready for it or not, but coming in guns loaded with no
I'm not giving her
taser
credit.
after the
That
guy
was
broke the
what that
fucking
press
hand.
secretary said was
Did you
nothing.
let
That
him?
was just
I mean, what's the
words,
game inside
talking
here
points.
trying to get
I'll
in the
go
car?
specifically to
Yeah,
this
that's
mayor
shoot somebody
of
worthy
San
thing, but
Francisco.
if they were trying to hit the gas and
She
get off,
needs to step up.
you know,
San
that's not
Francisco
the kind of
has a
scenarios where
population of less
the
than
training
a billion
psychology
people,
was
have a
actually
budget of
correct
$12
to
billion.
what's left,
She
but you
tried
cut
to
off the
defund
entire
the
police
a year
structure,
ago, Bill,
and you're going to have to
here's
put
my
something
point.
in there that actually
They're trying to
can move the
recall
post
the
off of the
prosecutor.
system.
If
But
she
you're not
really
recruiting
wants to
prisoners.
step
You're not
up,
utilizing the ones that want to
call
have
out
a
the
good
prosecutor of
job
San
and post that
Francisco.
fucking field,
California
because
is
then
the
they wouldn't have to
recall
do anything. The
capital of the
congruency
world.
across the
We have
board of their
a
skills
horrible
based in the
prosecutor
system.
in Los
And then you
Angeles
get
named
into some
George
laws. Then you
Gaston,
get into
who
some
will
things
allow
about
criminals to
voter
roam the streets.
integrity
The
of
mayor of San Francisco
utilizing
is disingenuous.
criminals and systems
Declare
where
a civil
in that
war between the
function,
progressive
if
left
you're checked
and the
off,
moderate Democrats. She didn't call
Governor,
out a single
limiter
Democratic
of
prosecutor.
Texas
Her
bringing in a
words are
board, you would say,
totally
I want to be able
meaningless.
to give you a green
may
card,
get
give you a
that
quick
political
job, make
war
sure you
in
understand a good
2022,
union boss
it
from
might
the
be
base of
coming,
America.
Well,
So that way we can have that, federally regulate that, have a dude walking around IMA, Master Mason walkthroughs that we check all in the Fermi lab, because that's the internal housing ladder structure that gets it to go around without scraping the pipes, because that scraping the pipe's going to come up with what you guys do in your job. You know, some of those demographics say this, that issue, maybe it's up, maybe it's down, but now through tracking that experiment, you can tell over the trajectory it's certainly not where those things are. Or at least if this is on the track for infrastructure, there's going to be some serious heat problems in here where people keep pushing through with time death numbers that don't
rally in these
support that
12
line's full
Democratic cities
integrity
where
of
progressive
that actually
Democratic
having that
prosecutors are
trajectory.
allowing
And so you go back and you
criminals to
straighten
rob
those
and
things
steal.
off,
One
find the
last point.
45s where those
There
things
is
are at.
no purpose
Sure,
of
this one leads to a result if you program Omega to do that. And that's exactly what that SAW system will do in town. But it'll also mean you're going to wind up shooting fucking people. And you can't just have that either, because that thing gets out of fucking control too. So what would you do from here? You give up posts. At that point in time, your debts and your old bullshit mean nothing to this. Those contracts are zero because they never were. That was like an American green card in Afghanistan or anywhere else, Nancy or ACO, right? Fucking bullshit.